What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 5. If you are here, that means you are liking the content. Now, guys, I do want you to do something for me. Do me a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe early. And also, please put in the comments your thoughts and your opinions and your theories about what you think is happening in the DC Marvel video game and anime world. And if there's a topic that you want me to talk about, let me know, and I probably will cover it. We are talking about the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Yeah, peep the ring, peep the ring. Also, peep the hair. I did this for y'all. Don't say I don't love my fans or people who be watching the videos, because I do. And I wouldn't be doing this. No, yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. That's sad. But let's get into it. All right, so we are talking about My Adventure with Superman. Now, My Adventure with Superman comes out on HBO Max, and it has 3 seasons. And we're going to talk about the 3rd season, the newest season. So if you haven't watched My Adventure with Superman, it's basically just an animated version of Superman. The stories are pretty much different, but the character designs are crazy. They are like phenomenal. They're great. They're great. But the story is falling. And anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge Superman fan. Since the day I was pushed out of the womb, I was a Superman fan. I came flying out. At least that's what I was told. No, I love Superman, guys. I love Superman. I love his character. I love what he stands for. I love that he makes people believe in the good of humanity and everything else. But for some reason, this season I cannot get into. And I don't know if I think I do know what it is. I think the season is moving too fast. I think the stories are not, I think for Superman, I think his stories are not really being developed in a way where you really get to see the character grow as Superman. I don't know if they did a time jump in the 3rd season, but it kind of feels like this. It kind of feels like they are. Let me break it down. In this season, from 1 to 4, we hear Clark talking about how he wants to be with Lois and how Lois isn't really ready for a full-blown marriage relationship. Which kind of tells me that maybe somewhere down the line, we missed a couple of years of Superman's adventure, which is called My Adventure with Superman. How you gonna call it My Adventure with Superman? And we skipped the adventure part. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the show. I definitely love the show. It's just this season feels off to me, and I think it's the pacing of the stories, and I think it's the way that they're doing the characters. It feels very to me. Now, there are some aspects that I do like of this season. I do like that Kara is trying to find her way from being a villain to being a hero, and she's exploring Earth, and she's exploring the culture of Earth, and she's learning what it means to be human, and she's finding love, and she's finding things that she likes to do while still saving the world. And I like how Clark is really trying to be the best version of himself. But again, I feel like the stories are developing too quick. We already have an introduction to their future son, John Kent. Now, John Kent comes from a future where Cyborg Superman has taken over, and he has to go back into the past in order to stop him. Now, don't that seem like a little bit of Dragon Ball Z to you? Maybe the Trunks storyline or arc? Like, all you have to do is just give Superboy a sword and the jacket, and there you go. We got Super Trunks. No, for real. That is crazy. So we already have an introduction to Superboy, who is Clark and Lois' son from the future. And then we have our version of Cyborg Superman and John Henry Irons, who is Steel. So it's almost there, kind of going with the Reign of Superman storyline. Now, if you haven't seen the Reign of Superman, I suggest you go and watch it very quickly. Very quickly. Because it's a great movie. It's animated. The story of Reigning Superman is that Superman died from getting beat by Doomsday. And when I say he got beat, I mean he's dead. At least that's what we think. But so in his place, there's a couple of superheroes that kind of like come out of the shadows. Steel, who is John Henry Irons. Superboy, who is the clone of Lex Luthor and Superman. And then you have Cyborg Superman. And then you have another Superman. I forget his name, but he is a kind of like a construct to protect Superman and everything about Superman. Now in My Adventure with Superman, it's almost the same thing. You have their version of Cyborg Superman, who is Hank Henshaw, which I do believe in the Reign of Superman, it's also Hank Henshaw. And then you have Superboy, which is John Kent, which in Reign of Superman, I think is Connor Kent. Even though they never really confirmed who he is, but if they did, let me know because I might have missed it. And then you have Steel, which he has a very quick cameo in My Adventure with Superman, but hopefully we get to see more of him because he was a important character in the second season. And then the story is basically going that route with the Reign of Superman, but the way they're doing it, I feel like it's too quick. They also have a clone version of Superman, which I believe is Bizarro. He's a bigger, stronger version of Superman, but he's been locked up in Katniss, which maybe it's not Bizarro. It could be just another clone of Superman. Maybe that is Connor Kent. I don't know. But this version of us, he does look tough, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. He looks tough. Like, this boy looked like he could be Hulk level strong. And when you see him, you'll be like, he was right. But yeah, no. I just feel like the stories are just kind of like speeding, and it's not really taking no time to really set up the plot or to really explain to us the adventures of Superman. Now, I do like the aspect of John coming to their version of Earth or their present Earth and exploring the things that they loved and they cherished, because we know that growing up, there's things that's in your parents' lives that you don't know about, stuff that they had that you don't have. And it's almost the same thing with John. Like, he's exploring the things that his parents has that he might not have in the future. Why? Because Cyborg Superman wants to ruin everything. And so now John has to stop what he's doing, go to the past, try to fix it, and then go back to the future, which still feels like Dragon Ball Z. But I digress. But yeah, it's just this season kind of feels off to me. But I still love Superman, which is why I got the ring in the hair. For real. But nah. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about My Adventures with Superman Season 3. They have 4 episodes out right now. And this is no hate towards this show at all. It just, I don't know what to think about it yet. But they have 4 more episodes to change my mind about how I feel. Will it make me more of a Superman fan, or will it push me away from being a Superman fan? It probably won't, but we'll see. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe again. And make sure you also say something in the comments. Say hi, say bye, whatever. All right, guys. Love you. Peace.